Peeps Galucia here, and today I'm bringing you episode 3 of my FTB / IndustrialCraft 2 tutorial. And I'm going to start off today by making our third machine, and that is going to be the electric furnace. So you can see I have in my hand an iron furnace. And this recipe is really simple. We already made the circuit. There's the furnace, 2 pieces of redstone, biggity bangity boom. This is a 3 EU machine, slightly more expensive than the other two, but there it is. And I already preset the wire. You could see that if you look down. So there you go. So you can see how quickly it's cooking. First of all, it's a lot faster than your stone furnace would be, your regular furnace. And it's just running off electricity. So now we're not using coal for electricity and for cooking stuff. Now we're for now, we're just using it for electricity. Eventually, coal is used for other things, but for right now, this is all we need it for. So that was the first thing I wanted to bang out. The other thing is, eventually you want to start thinking about your storage situation. Obviously, with all these mods, there's a lot more going on. So right now, I just got a bunch of stuff thrown in here. And then down in my basement, you see like I got like a junk bin full of like dirt and nonsense. And then this is full of stuff from mods that I either don't need now or won't need for a very long time or ever. So that's going to become a mess after a while because we just got started and it's already getting messy. So there's a lot of different storage applications with all these various mods. But some of the most basic, simple ones are what I would like to show you right now. Look at that, 15 pieces of iron already. So one thing that I like is using iron chests, which is a mod. You can upgrade chests, okay? So I want to make an iron chest. Now you can either make an iron chest outright, which is a wooden chest and 8 pieces of iron, or you can make an upgrade, which is 8 pieces of iron and just a single piece of any kind of wood. So we'll grab that. So we're going to make the upgrade. Now, iron is very valuable for IndustrialCraft, so I'm not going to get carried away with these right now. But here we go. We have an upgrade. Click on the chest. Bam. Now, that chest is an iron chest, and this one is still full of all the stuff. So you can see the iron chest now has the storage capacity of a normal double wooden chest. We just doubled the capacity, but it's only taking up a single space, which is nice. So let's clean that out and put in some gold. I'm going to take all of this stuff out. This chest is going to be where I stick all my cobble for now. And this chest is going to be used for all of my actually useful stuff. But eventually that's going to change too, and I'll show you why. So now that we have an iron chest, we can do the next upgrade, which is iron to gold. 1 piece of iron and 8 gold. Again, this is getting pricey. I'll be the first to admit that. But it starts getting very carried away very quickly, as you can imagine, because every time we're doubling it, so it can hold a whole lot. First of all, it looks kind of cool. Second of all, I mean, look at all that storage. And it goes from there. You can upgrade gold to diamond, and then you can upgrade diamond to crystal, or diamond to obsidian. Like, there's a couple different ways to go about it. So there you go. So that's a quick way just to expand my storage without having to have a whole bunch of double chests all over the damn place. So there you go. Integration of a mod other than IC2. Okay, so we made the electric furnace, and as you can see, I went ahead and made a second one. I also made a second macerator. This was so that I could get more accomplished. When I come back from a mining trip, my inventory is full, and it takes forever with just 1 and 1. So for now, we got 2 and 2, and of course, I'll expand that more later. And we made the golden chest, and I went ahead and made an iron chest as well for some other stuff. So now we're going to talk about drawers, because I want to get farther and farther into the storage capacities of various mods. I like using drawers for the things that are important for what you're doing in an IndustrialCraft. So you can see I've got 4 different kinds of ingots, and these are in order based on the different voltage that we use in IndustrialCraft. You can see it's the 32, 128, 512, and 2048. And then I do the same thing for the plates. I do the same thing for tin item casings once I have them. And I do the same thing for copper cables that are naked. And then up here, I would do like the insulated cables, so on and so forth. So to make those, it's really easy. Boop, 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 boop. We'll just type in drawer so I can show you the recipe. You can use any wood that you want, and that will just affect the color. The recipe doesn't change. You've got a little plus of wood, and 4 chests will get you the 2x2. But you'll notice there's other ones you can build, like the 2x1. Obviously, that one's a little bit different. You're using slabs instead of full-on pieces of wood. There's also the individual drawers. So the more that you break these drawers up, the less you can put in each individual drawer, but the more variety you have. And in terms of not being able to fit enough stuff, as time goes on and I gain more and more things, it becomes necessary to upgrade. That's why I already upgraded this one, because it holds redstone. You see, we already have 681 redstone, which would not fit in a standard drawer. So I needed to upgrade it. Now, unlike the chests, which you have to upgrade from wood to iron, and then iron to gold, with these, you can skip ahead and just make the straight up upgrade. So, like I said, I went with gold right out of the gate, which gives us 3 times the base value of storage. And you can see that that requires a upgrade template along with 4 sticks and 4 pieces of gold. And the templates are easy enough. It's just based on whatever it is that you made plus a bunch of sticks. So to make the template, all you have to do is simply make another drawer and then surround it in sticks. And then there you go. Now you have the template. So easy enough. And that is how we got that storage. Now there's one more piece of storage for the day that I want to show you that's very helpful, and it's a portable storage. But I can't do that yet, and I'll explain why in a minute. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the crafting station, because we haven't talked about that yet. It's the same as a normal crafting bench, except it holds a recipe. If you put an item in there, it stays there. So I can do that to quickly show you stuff. So I wanted to make a compressor. The compressor is used for a lot of different things. So you can see here, it's 6 stone, not cobble. The machine casing and the electronic circuit, we already know how to make both of those. I already dug a space in the floor and put the cable there. So, boom. Compressor, fired up, ready to go. This will be used for a lot of different things. But in a moment, I'm going to show you why we're going to use it today. And I have a very specific reason that I needed a compressor right now. Okay, so the reason that I made the compressor, I had to wait for the macerator to finish. So I created 64 coal dust, which you only need to just stick coal in a macerator and it makes coal dust. And I did that for a very specific reason. I need to make the following. Flint in the middle. Boom. Coal balls. Now, we made coal balls for this reason. Stick it in the compressor. Now, while that's running, I will give you the backstory for why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. So, yesterday, I spent all day mining and chopping down trees, getting ready to record today. I wanted to get a bunch of materials and stuff ready so that I was ready to go for the video. And all day long, I mined several hours. And I found 1 deposit of diamonds, and I got 3 diamonds out of it. So I made a pick, because I'm going to need it to gather some materials. Obsidian, which you see I have a piece here. I previously found some draconium dust, which has the same hardness as obsidian, so you need a diamond pick for that. So I wanted to go back and mine that up. So I made a diamond pick. Now the thing that I want to show you that's storage related, one of the ingredients for that thing is a diamond. And after I made my pick, I kept looking for more diamonds. And like I said, I literally mined for hours, couldn't find a diamond. So I decided that since this episode is about storage, part of storage is compression. So we're making a compressor. While that's finishing, I will give you a tip. that is literally about compression. So I had a ton of cobble. Save your cobble. Save your dirt. You're going to need it later. Don't just throw it out because you have too much of it. But I had a ton of it. So I was like, what do I do with all this cobble? And then I remembered you can compress it. And it's literally as simple as filling up 9 spaces, boop, and you make a compressed cobble. So, whoops. So that's a way that you can see I've got stacks and stacks of compressed cobble. You can compress that. You could take 9 compressed cobble and it becomes double compressed, and then you can keep going. It could be quadruple compressed and so on and so forth. You could do the same thing with dirt. You could do the same thing with gravel. So this is a way that you can store that stuff up. You're going to want it later. It's worth it to save it, so just compress it. That'll save space. And now the final storage actual thing. So you can see we turned our coal balls into compressed coal balls. Put a piece of obsidian in the center. And that gives us a coal chunk. Compressor one more time. There's a lot of steps to this. But, I mean, for the most part, you're using 64 coal, 8 pieces of flint, 1 piece of obsidian. And that is going to give you, drum roll please, a diamond. Ta-da! So using IndustrialCraft, we can actually create diamonds. Now, the hitch to this is that to do this, you need obsidian, which means you at least need to find 3 diamonds the old-fashioned way to make a pick so that you can get the obsidian in the first place. But once you do, if you have an excessive amount of coal, you can always make a diamond. So now, I will show you why we needed that diamond. Okay, so I set up the crafting station again. You can see we've got a chest, a block of gold, 2 gold ingots, 4 pieces of wool, any wool color or whatever. The diamond that we made, ta-da! Golden bag of holding. Simply right-click with the golden bag of holding. Here's your inventory. Here's that inventory. It's essentially a double chest that you can walk around with in your freaking hands. So you go down mining, and you fill up your inventory. You simply right-click with this sucker, transfer everything over. Hey, let me get rid of all that stuff, and then you're good to go and to keep going. And theoretically, you could do this infinitely. Let's say you had 64 golden bags of holding. I could demonstrate this in creative mode someday just for lulz. If you filled it, let's say you just completely filled it with nothing but stone, and you filled 64 golden bags of holding with nothing but stone. If you then made another golden bag of holding that was empty, you could fill every single slot with those golden bags of holding that were full. And they would all go into that one golden bag of holding. So now you'd have all those spaces of golden bag of holdings in the one golden bag of holdings. You could then do that again and put all of those ones in a single bag, and so on and so forth. Like compressing files and putting it into another file, and then compressing that file, and like it just keeps going and going and going. But I suspect that your computer would eventually crash, or your Minecraft would crash, because it has to keep track of all that information. And the more you compressed it, the more carried away it would get, and eventually probably would crash Minecraft. I'm just theorizing, though. Maybe I should test this in creative mode someday. But so there you go. So there's the storage episode for today. We got a lot accomplished, a lot new machines, a lot of ways to store things that are super helpful. So there you have it. Some of you that are more astute may have noticed that I have some tools, and every time I've opened up my inventory that I had some armor that we previously hadn't talked about. That's because the next episode of my FTB Infinity Evolved / IndustrialCraft tutorial is going to be all about tools and gear that you can obtain through IndustrialCraft. They're going to advance you to the next level in this mod. So I have purposely held off on talking about those things so that we can talk about it next episode. So next episode, look forward to us talking about the better versions of hand tools and all the things to follow beyond that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate the view and support as always. Hopefully today's episode was helpful. I have been getting some very great positive feedback from a lot of the viewers saying that this is being helpful, that people are enjoying what I'm talking about, that it is helping them out. And I love that that's my goal. I want this to be helpful, and it sounds like it is helping people, so that's outstanding. So, as long as they're helping you, I will keep making them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time. Later!